What is Java? Java is a high-level programming language designed by James Gosling in the year 1995. What is Java used for? Java is used for developing desktop application, mobile operating system, embedded system, robotic and games, etc. And over 3 billion devices run Java. This is how I designed the course for you from chapter 1 to chapter 8. And I am sure if you follow this course from chapter 1 to chapter 8, you will learn how to code in Java. For more videos, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Now we need IDE, Integrated Development Environment, and JDK, Java Development Kit, to start coding in Java. There are many IDEs which include Eclipse, NetBeans, and IntelliJ. For this tutorial, I will be using Eclipse. Okay, let's search for the JDK. Without the JDK, the Eclipse can work because the JDK contain the tools and the files that execute our programs. Now let's search for JDK. Download this site, Oracle. I am using Windows operating system 64-bit. Okay, now use this 64-bit installer. See, the JDK now is downloading, and let's look for the IDE, Eclipse IDE. You see, it takes you to the site of Eclipse. Now, after downloading the JDK, you install the JDK and then download the Eclipse IDE. Now here is how the environment look like. We should create new Java project. My project. Okay, this is the file we created, my project. From my project, we create new package. The name of the package, you can put anything you like. My own ASAdam.com. Finish. Here is the package we created. From this package, we create new class. The class is where we write our program. The name of the class, chapter, you can put anything you like, chapter 1. Here you see that there is no spacing. Chapter starts with the capital letter and 1 starts with the capital letter. In the name of the class, there is no spacing, and the first word will start with the capital letter. Still, the second word will also start with the capital letter in writing the class name. And in writing the method name, the class is different from the class. Let's choose this public static void. I will explain it later in the course. This is the method, public static This is the name of the method. This is the keyword void. It means the method will not return any value. We will discuss about it later in the course. This is static keyword public. Here is our method, and the method, we will write the program inside the curly braces from here to here. This is the inside the method. From here to here, all inside the class. Here is the name of our class, and these are keywords which we will discuss about the keyword later. Now let's write a small program. These are comments. The compiler will not execute this line because it is comment. We are using comment to explain the program. Now let me write something here. Printing hello world. Okay, this line will not be executed. Now let me write the program. System is the class, and inside this class, let me find out. The out is the name of the field which we will discuss about later in the course. Okay, system dot out dot print ln. Okay, system dot out dot print ln. Inside this bracket, we will write our program. We will write what we want to print. Let's write so hello world. Hello world. Hello world is a textual data. That's why we put the hello world inside the double quotation. We can print this hello world. You can print this here. If you click here, then you click OK. So here is hello world print on the console. Whenever you print something, you will see it here in the console. Okay, now let's go to data types and variables in Java. Now here is the data type provided by the Java. Add data type. As you know, if you deal with the program, you have to store data, and this data vary from one data to another. We have different data, the range of the value. Here we have byte, int, short, long, float, double, char, and boolean, which means for byte we store minus 128 to 127 the value, and for integer, here is the value. We can store a huge number of value with integer. And short minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. With long, we can store even larger numbers. Float, this is decimal, is dealing with decimal up to 7 decimal digits, and double is bigger than float. We can store up to 16 decimal digits with double. And this is character representation of ASCII. where we can store character. Boolean is true or false. We can store. Now let's create another class, chapter 2 class. Chapter 2 to explain the data type. Now the data type byte. This is the data type, and let's write the variable. Let's say number of students. This number of students, we write the first word of the variable start with the small letter, and the second follows with capital letter. Okay, let's say the number of students equal to 20. Okay, let's print this number of students. System dot out dot print ln. We terminate our line with semicolon. Now we have to write the variable name inside this bracket to get the number of students. Number of student. Okay, here is number of student. Let's print. You see the number of student is 20. Okay, now let's write other data type int, and we can choose the variable. Let's say number of voters equal to 20,000. You see this comma show error. We will not write commas in writing the type in Java. This is 20,000, and let's print the number. System dot out dot print ln. Number of voters. Let's print number of voters. Okay, if we print number of voters, we have 20. This is for the byte, and this is for integer. This byte will not hold a huge number like 20,000. Okay, let's see the other data types that we have. We have long. With long, you can store larger numbers. Let's put large number equal to, let's say, you can keep the values even bigger than this one with long. And let's see long, let's see short. With short, we will also store large number than the byte, which is around 32,000. Okay, let's say numbers of candidates equal to 20 this go on, sorry, 20,000. And for the Boolean, let's say is eligible equal to true. Okay, we can also put false, and if we print this is eligible, we will see true. System dot out dot print ln is eligible. Okay, let's run, and it is true. Okay, for the values with decimal, we use double or float. Let's write decimal like 2.4. You cannot store 2.4 with byte, int, long or short, and the same thing for float. It's also decimal, but the double holds a larger number. We cannot write variable name, the same variable name. Now let's say decimal 1 equal to 3.5. Now it shows error. Here we can write F to show that it is float. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, which is primitive or reference type. The difference between primitive now the 8 data type that we discussed earlier are primitive type. The example of reference type is string. Most of the reference type you have to create an object, but for this string you are not creating an object. You just have to write the variable name and write equal to what you want. Let's set name equal to string is within, you will put string within the quotation, double quotation. Let's say down, okay, and close it. Okay, the simple way to write the print string, let's print this one. The simple way to write the print string is C so and then hold control. You see resystem.out.println right name. the chapter 2, you see Adam printed in the console. Okay, this is an example of reference type, and let me give you another example of reference type. Okay, scanner. This one we have to create an object. Scanner equal to new scanner. Whenever you create an object, this new will be put, let's say, system.in. This system.in means that we have to receive the data from the console, and we have arrow. The arrow is that this class is from different packets, so we have to import this class. Okay, import java.util scanner. Here is, we imported the class. Okay, let now receive this Adam from the console. Okay, scanner dot to receive string, we have to scanner dot next line. Here is next line. This is used to receive string. Okay, now let's say this string equal to this scanner dot next line. Let's cut it and put it here. Okay, now that we will receive this string, this name from the console, run it. Okay, now we come here, Adam. Now let's run this Adam. Okay, Adam. Now press enter. Now this system.out.print, after we write this Adam and press enter, it prints Adam. Okay, let's use some textual data. My name is, here we have to put this. Okay, this plus is concatenation. It will combine this name with this my name is. Let's run this program again. Okay, right, Adam. You see my name is Adam. Okay, now this we will also write. Let's write this system.out. Let's write CISO, and then print. Okay, let's write what is your name. Okay, if you print this what is your name here, then we write Adam. My name is Adam. You see, it printed my name is Adam. Now this line, if we write Adam here, it come back to this one. To remove this is we have to just remove this line. Now let's try it and see. My name is Adam. You see, my name is Adam. Okay, now we are going to the next topic. this is our arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, this modulus. Okay, now let's see how we can use this in Java. Now we will see how to use these our arithmetic operators. Let's say integer. Let's give it a name. Integer. Let's say 1 equal to 20. Integer. Let's say 2 equal to 30. Okay, let's see how we can add this. C through system.out.line. So let's say integer 3 equal to 1 plus 2. Okay. Now let's print this integer 3. Okay. Here we have 50. This is the addition of these two numbers. Okay. Let's try subtraction. Let's say minus. You see minus 10 printed in the console. Okay, now let's use the modulus operator, which is the remainder. Let's write here, let's write 60. The remainder of dividing the two, or the result of dividing the two. Okay, here we have 0, so there is no remainder if we divide 60 divided by 30. Okay, let's say that this is 62 around. You see the remainder of dividing these two numbers is 2. This is modulus in Java. It is so the remainder. Okay, let's try dividing these numbers. This is the division. Okay, if we divide this, it gives us 2. It doesn't give us this remainder. It will only give us this remainder if we are using double. Let's say that this is double. Double is used for floating numbers. Double. Okay, now let's try to run and see. There is error. The error is that this also have to be double. Okay, see, now there is no error. You see, if we use this double, it will give us floating numbers, but if you use integer or byte to divide two numbers, it will not give us the remainder. This is the arithmetic operators. Now let's go to the next topic and see the increment and decrement operator. This is the increment and decrement operators for addition and subtraction. Okay, now let's see the increment operator. int, let int equal to 2. Okay, int number equal to 2, then number plus. Now see, so then let's print number. You see, because of this increment operator, it increased by 1. This is the line number plus, and it's the same thing with minus. Now if I put minus, then it will decrease by 1. Okay, now you see it decrease by 1. Okay, this is about increment and decrement operators. And if you want to increase number like by 2, you have to put plus equal to, let's say, 2. Okay, let's print the number. We'll see 4. You see it's 4. And the same thing with minus. If you want to decrease, let's say, this number by 2, then let's put minus here. You see this number decreased by 2. Okay, now let's go to the chapter 3.